Okay?
Nothing about this whole situation is normal.
Hey, what's going on, my good people? We're still looking into the disappearance of Alexis Ware, and we need to update the timeline. There's been some information come out from family, friends. They out here talking. They've done interviews over at Nick at Night, Say No to Skull. They out here, they talking. And so I thought it was important to take the information that they've given us and add it to the timeline. It's quite interesting. So, y'all know how we do. Come on, ride with me. Our timeline starts Tuesday, January the 25th. Pay attention.
Well, my daughter had her approval to break her lease that Tuesday before her disappearance.
This is Miss Alberta, Alexis's mother, and she told us that on Tuesday, Alexis had been given confirmation that it was okay for her to break her lease at Rocky Creek Apartments. Okay? And now I've worked in property management before. When you go talking about breaking a lease, they want to, most importantly, they want to know when do you plan on leaving? You understand what I'm saying? What date did she give them? Is what I want to know. And then not only that, why was she trying to break her lease? Listen to what Miss Alberta told us.
Okay. Alexis was moving to Atlanta. She had already paid her deposit. She was moving to a house in Atlanta. I gave her the money to do that. These people still had her deposit.
Okay, wait a minute. So prior to Tuesday, Alexis is already planning on leaving Rocky Creek Apartments. And she's already put down a down payment on a house in Atlanta. So she's already planning on leaving. And her mother, Miss Alberta, said that she gave Alexis the money for the down payment. Now, I don't know if Alexis needed the money or if her mother was just saying, hey, you know how sometimes we are with our children, where we like, look, we got the down payment for you. We see you trying to do big things. We see you trying to move forward. We gonna try to help you. So I don't know why Miss Alberta paid the down payment, but the bottom line is Alexis was already planning on leaving. Tuesday night, Alexis called TJ.
So Tuesday night, 1:30 in the morning, she called me out. She called, wake me up, talking about some TJ. She say, I know you sleep. I know you got to work in the morning. She say, but let me tell you something right quick. I'm like, what you talking about? What's up? She talking about some well, my last 5 exes within the last 7 years, they died. Huh? What you talking about? She said, I wish death upon them. I said, bro, you is tripping. You know what I'm saying? You need help, man. Get off my phone. You talking crazy. I hung up.
But the neighbor did say she dug up a box.
And then showed up at her neighbor's door.
Hey, it's your neighbor upstairs.
What's up?
I was letting you know that I ain't gonna lie, I do like root work and shit like that, but good and bad. I already broke what I needed to do.
Why are you moving?
I just gotta get away. My ex, just everything, the abuse. I'm just tired. And the only way I know I can get away from him, like,
You leaving the state?
yes, I got to.
So Alexis then dug up this box, went to her neighbor's house talking about root work, talking about leaving the state to get away from her ex. And I still don't know who the ex is, okay? But whoever it is, she's using this as a reason to leave. And then don't forget about what happened the day before. She just got confirmation that she could break her lease. And now all of a sudden she's digging up this box. Maybe this box is what she was trying to take with her. She wanted to take with her. This rain footage confirmed that even at this moment, Alexis is planning on leaving.
Yeah, the video was kind of strange. But to make sense of it, I don't know. It was just out the blue. The lottery tickets was out the blue. It started that Thursday.
Okay.
And, when she called me, it was for because she didn't know how to play the lottery. And she was racking up these lottery tickets and she was spending $400 and $500, $600 on tickets. And she played that whole day. And me and my family continued to bail her out that whole day. And I said, Lex, you don't even know how to play the lottery. What are you doing? The lottery, the tickets shouldn't cost you no more than $1 or $2. What are you racking up? How are you playing these numbers? And she literally just rolled around, stopping at different gas stations, playing the lottery.
Now, I never understood this whole shit about the lottery ticket, okay? And so here you have a woman who then drove around all day buying tickets. She going to different gas stations, you know, and one of the things that stood out to me about what Miss Alberta said was the fact that there were times where her family was having to bail her out that day. So it sounds like Alexis is spending every dime she got on these lottery tickets. So then you got to think, why? You know, and to me, it sounds like Alexis was needing fast money. She was looking for what we call a quick flip, right? I mean, this girl was spending $400 to $600 on lottery tickets in one day. That don't sound right to me. And I know people that play the lottery religiously, and their thought process is, if the more tickets I buy, the greater my chances of winning. Again, it sounds like Alexis is needing fast money. She need that money like right now. And usually when we engage in quick flips, it's because there's a deadline to get the money.
That was unusual. She has never played the lottery before that.
January 28th, that was that Friday. Somebody called me and they say, you seen your baby mama post? I was like, nah, what she posted? They were like, she posted a lottery ticket or something. Like she done won the lottery. I said, well, if she did, that's her business. I'm happy for her.
So Friday morning, Alexis posted this, and it reads, jackpot times 3. Y'all stop playing with my top. I read minds, all from my mind. I could have been put my own city on. Let me know when you ready to let me read your mind. I can teach you too. Must be mindful when you come at me. I can curse, even powerful than words. And a lot of people was confused when they saw this because during further investigation of these receipts that she posted, she in fact did not win the lottery. So people was like, why would she even post this? Now, the fact that I feel like she was looking for a quick flip, you know, like maybe there was a deadline for this money. You know, it made me think like, did she owe somebody some money? Was this just a play for her to be like, look, see, I got the money? Because her address was on there. You know, people was confused by why she did this. And I'm like, maybe she was trying to let somebody else know. Like, look, see, I got the money. And that's just my opinion. That's just one angle of this. I don't know if that's true or not. But Miss Alberta seems to think different.
In her mind, she really thought she had won the lottery.
So when I called my baby mama, Naomi picked up the phone. I said, what y'all doing, girl? Where your mom at? She said, my mama in the store. I said, well, who in the car with y'all? She said, just me and my brother. I said, your mama left y'all in the car while she went in the store? She's like, yeah. I said, when your mama get back to the car, you call me. Naomi called me from her phone. Lex was talking to the little baby boy because he had been crying. She got on the phone. I say, what's up, Lex? What the hell you at? She say, I'm gone. I said, what going on? I said, why Naomi ain't in school? She said, everybody need a getaway. I ain't think too much past it or nothing like that. I said, okay, you good? Are you okay? She hung up the phone. I texted her again. I say, are you okay? She called me back. She say, send me something for gas.
So Reggie, aka Sosa, called Alexis. And Alexis was talking to him like, yeah, I'm gone. Everybody need a getaway. This is how she's talking to him. And I know some people thought that, because she thought she won the lottery is why she was leaving. But she been planning on leaving. I just showed y'all that. And not only that, she asked him for gas money. Now, I don't know what's going on with Alexis' money, but listen to what she said to her friend on Friday.
That Friday, she called me and told me she was going to Atlanta, and she also asked me could I send her some gas money.
So Alexis tells her friend she's going to Atlanta. Ain't that where she put the down payment on the house? Again, Alexis is planning on leaving. And not only that, she asked her friend for gas money. Y'all, I'm starting to feel like her bag wasn't what people thought it was. And her money was looking a little funny. That's what it sounded like to me. And this ain't no knock on her, but it is what it is. That's what it sounded like to me.
Alexis came here that Friday.
And Alexis stayed with her mother through the weekend.
Boom, come Saturday, you know what I'm saying? I ain't seen my son in 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? Me and Les ain't been talking none of that. You know what I'm saying? Ain't did none of that. So Saturday, come Saturday before she came missing, she called me. She was like, TJ, I'm down at my mama's house. She say, if you want to see him, you can come down here. I'm like, okay, I'll come down there. Then she changed her mind, saying that, nah, just wait. Let me spend more time with him. I'm like, what you mean spend more time with him?
So on Saturday, Alexis spoke to TJ. And he was trying to see his son. And one of the things that stood out to me about this part was the fact that when he was asking about seeing his son, Alexis said, let me spend more time with him. And that kind of bothered me. Because the fact that I already know or feel like she's planning on leaving at this moment, it almost sounds like wherever it is she going, they're not going. The kids ain't going with her. Now on Saturday, at some point, Alexis had a conversation with her mother. Listen to Miss Alberta.
She kept saying that she felt like she was being followed. That she felt like, why I don't understand why I'm being bashed, because my daughter told me that she felt like she wasn't gonna make it to her 30th birthday. She felt that way because she was being followed. She kept saying that.
So Alexis cried to her mother about something going on with her. About somebody following her, not making it to see her 30th birthday. And at this point, Miss Alberta don't know what's going on with her daughter. And then Alexis started calling people. And we found out about one phone call she made to her friend. Listen to what the friend says.
Okay, so Alexis called me Saturday, and she said that she was going to leave her car parked in front of this address, the address that she sent me, which actually turned out to be her mother's address. She told me she was going to leave the keys inside of the car, the keys to her house and the keys to the vehicle, and she told me that she was going to pay off the vehicle, and that I didn't have to worry about it. She told me that the stuff that was inside of her apartment, if I wanted to keep it, I could, and if not, then I could just sell it and do whatever I wanted with it. And I was like, Lex, you okay? Like, what you got going on? You all right? She like, yeah, I'm good. She was like, I love you. And she was like, I just want to help you out in life.
She did talk to Alizé. I was in my bed.
Okay.
She was in my living room. And I could hear her on the phone with Alizé.
So when Alexis had that conversation with her friend, the conversation was all about giving away her stuff. And most importantly, for me, what stood out was the fact that her friend said Alexis told her she would leave the car outside of this residence and then gave her an address. And come to find out, the address belonged to Miss Alberta. But Alexis told her, I'm going to leave the car outside this house, and I'm going to leave the keys to the car and the keys to my apartment inside it. And you can take whatever it is you want to take. I'm going to be honest with y'all. That bothered me. Even if you were going to give your stuff away, why leave the keys inside the car? I mean, I don't know. Is it just me? Am I tripping? Why would that even be your thought? I mean, because I don't leave my keys in the car for no reason. It just seems so unsafe.
Yes, and Alizé is not the only one she said that to, because I got on her about that conversation. I got on her about the conversation that she actually had with my son and one of my cousins.
It sounds like Alexis started making a lot of phone calls. And then don't forget, Reggie found out that Alexis called that club owner in Augusta on Saturday. They didn't say what the conversation was about, but she called that club owner. And it was like, for what though? What did she want?
So that Sunday, I called my cousin. I said, "Cuz, you going to church?" He was like, "Yeah." I said, "Man, I'm gonna pull up. I'm going to church today." Now, mind me now, before I went to church, Lex didn't even want me to go to church. She kept on saying, "TJ, don't go to church. I keep seeing you down there on oncoming traffic like a car gonna hit you head on." She started me a car crash, which I got in my inbox. So somebody got killed on the head on car crash. I'm like, Lex, man, listen. One thing about it, you can't stop there.
Miss Alberta told us that Alexis left her house Sunday around noon. And then at around 3 o'clock, Miss Alberta called to check up on her daughter. And she said that Alexis had been taking a nap. They did a video chat. So she saw her daughter laying in her bed. Okay? At some point, Alexis told her mother that somebody was outside her apartment in a black truck. She went as far as calling the police, all that, right? And when she realized that that black truck was gone, she left and hit the road.
She called me. And I put on speakerphone, let my cousin hear how she talking out the side of her head. So she got there, she was like, she said, "Where you at?" I said, "I'm at my aunt's house watching the game." So she was like, "Well, come and meet me on 29 at 7-Eleven if we can get the kids." She said, "I'm about to run out of gas. I got like 3 miles left." I said, okay. So as she talking, she like, "TJ, watch out for these cars. Watch out for a white car, gray car, black car." Now, mind me, now I'm like, okay, so I put on speakerphone, let my cousin them, everybody hear. So I'm like, okay, I'm on my way. So my cousin like, "Boy, go get your son, boy." So I was like, "Shit, I said no more." I doubt him up. We left.
So Alexis called TJ, and again, she's running out of gas. She need gas again, okay? And they decided to meet at the 7-Eleven on Highway 29.
I pull up at 7-Eleven. You know what I'm saying? She's sitting at the gas pump. I get out, go in the car. Go in the stove. I pump 35 in her gas tank, and I put 20 in mine. I come back in, come back out, get my son out of the car. You know what I'm saying? She asked me, could Naomi go with me, her daughter? I was like, yeah, she can go. So I was like, she said, okay. She said, TJ, watch out for this car. She kept pointing at cars, like white car, black car, gray car. She said, watch out for these cars. She said, matter of fact, don't stop at no red lights. So I'm like, man, what you mean? I said, babe, you need help. You need to get some help. So I'm like, she was like, she know, TJ, I'm telling you. She's like, give me a hug me. So I hugged her. You know what I'm saying? The hug didn't feel right. Something wasn't right. So I got there and hugged, got in the car, and I pulled off.
Now, the family saw the surveillance footage from that 7-Eleven, and they said that at some point they could not see when they were leaving, when Alexis and TJ were leaving, because an 18-wheeler had pulled up and blocked the view. But TJ said that Alexis was supposed to have been following him, and at some point she sped around him and went in the other direction. And that story was confirmed by her daughter, Naomi.
She said, my mama took my phone and turned it off. She knows what's going, she knows what was going on. She know her mama had her phone and her phone, and she turned them both off.
Now, I don't know if that came before or after the meetup at 7-Eleven, but it's clear that Alexis had both her phone and her daughter's phone. And at some point, she turned both of them off. Now, was this just her being paranoid? Or is this a situation where the person that she's trying to get away from have access to both numbers? I just really didn't understand why turn off both phones. Okay? TJ tried to call her, but she wouldn't answer. So he went home.
His I don't even know when said that he got home about 8. Only time that I know for a fact is when my sister texts me. And I'm pretty sure she texted me after, it had to be after it happened because she said that's what she had just done. And it was at 8:11 when I got that text.
At 8:15, Alexis's phone recorded her location 30 miles from that 7-Eleven in a place called Abbeville. And then highway cameras picked her car up that same night, going into Augusta, Georgia, and then back into South Carolina. Now, I know some people, were like, oh, well, maybe that wasn't her driving the car back into South Carolina. And you may be right. I don't even know. But I'm more interested in if they seen her car going into Augusta and then back into South Carolina, did they notice any other familiar cars? Was it like a same car, same color car, traveling behind her going into Augusta and then coming back out? Did they notice anybody traveling with her? And I'm going to tell y'all why I think that. When they found Alexis' car, the property owner said that he saw her car on Monday. And I was like, what? Wait a minute. I mean, because now it's feeling like as soon as that car crossed back over into South Carolina, it was immediately ditched in McCormick.
Her car was parked on the side of the road.
On the side of the road.
Near a hunting field. That. And so, to the people that owned the spot, said that wasn't unusual because they had people that come in to hunt all the time. So the car parked on the side of the road like that didn't look out of the norm for them. But it would have looked out of the norm for me because I can't see that type of car, going hunting.
Yeah.
Now, you know what? I'm with Miss Alberta on this one, okay? Because they did tell us that this was a hunting ground. But the type of car she had, I just wouldn't have expected that type of car to be out there. You understand what I'm saying? It just, I don't know. That didn't make sense to me. And then it was found on this dirt road. And then two of the most important questions is, first, who left it there? And then second, how did they get away from there?
Yeah, because where her car was found, you ain't walk from there.
So this area where Alexis' car was found was the type of area where you needed a second vehicle to get up out of there. So regardless of who was driving the car, whether it be Alexis or someone else, there had to have been a second vehicle.
She didn't voluntarily walk away from her vehicle, leaving her clothes. It was clothes in the trunk of her car, phone on the seat, purse on the seat, keys on the seat, hair bunny on the ground outside her car.
So when they found Alexis's car, her purse, her keys, her phone was left inside the car. And I'm gonna be honest with y'all. When I heard Miss Alberta say that, I had a flashback. Remember this?
Alexis called me Saturday and she said that she was going to leave her car parked in front of this address, the address that she sent me, which actually turned out to be her mother's address. She told me she was going to leave the keys inside of the car, the keys to her house and the keys to the vehicle.
Now let's think about this for a minute. If Alexis was the one who drove her car back into South Carolina, and if Alexis was the one who left her car on that dirt road, then who picked her up? If this was just all about staging, because I know some people believe that, Why McCormick? Why leave your car there? Hell, she could have left it in Augusta. She could have left it anywhere for that matter. But why McCormick? And it makes me feel like if we're looking at something that's being staged, was that area, was it somebody closer to that area that was supposed to pick the car up? I mean, because hell, we heard her tell her friend, like, look, I'm gonna leave the keys in it, just come get it. Or was it somebody closer to that area that was supposed to come pick her up? Now, if somebody was following her to harm her or kidnap her, why would she then turn onto a dirt road? Her family already told us she wasn't familiar with this area. Why would she turn off onto a dirt road if somebody was following her? FYI, if somebody is following you, you're supposed to stay on the main street. Now, if somebody else was driving her car, the question is still, why leave it in McCormick? You understand what I'm saying? And where did she meet up with this other person? Where and when did she meet up with them? For them to gain access to her vehicle and leave it over there. Some people don't think she made it out of Augusta. And I was like, okay, wait a minute. So you mean to tell me that somebody in Augusta did something to her and then drove her car all the way back to McCormick? Because don't forget, it's like an hour and a half, almost 2 hours away. So they did something to her and then drove her car back to McCormick, left it there. And then how did they get from there to get back to Augusta? No matter how you slice it, it sounds like somebody familiar with that area is involved in this case. Know that. I think her phone will be a key piece of evidence.
You know, they have her phone. They're going through her phone thoroughly. So the questions that they ask is pertaining to information that they have on her phone.
On Tuesday, February the 1st, Alexis Ware was reported missing by her family.
At the end of the day, I know God got her regardless. Whether she's with him or she's still with us.